What's happening, everybody? I'm Growmaster. Welcome back to Generation 0. And this was also recorded the same day as Hydroneer. They got the voice screwed up, so this is having to do with voiceover, which is weird. But as you saw, things are shaking around. I didn't realize also that I had not hit record at the very beginning. I did, and then immediately stopped it somehow. So we are at like a barn that's not too far from where we were last time. And as I got closer, yeah, there was things. I was there. I went up to that place. I kind of saw something in the distance. I got a little too close and had to run inside here for shelter because, yeah, there is a bouncing piece of metal. A giant robot out there, like an absolutely giant robot. It's very loud and very scary. I was not prepared when I came here for it. Not at all. Gonna just like try to grab everything. But yeah, I'm like standing there with a pistol against this giant machine. Like I don't even know. I don't even know how to fight this thing. Sit there with this little tiny pistol. Like, it was so much chaos. There's just so much chaos. This is gonna be a significantly shorter video than I originally planned because of just yeah, this whole lack of audio thing. But I'm like, yeah, that's here. Trying to use the flares more often. It's been commented a lot. So try to throw flares out, see if it would distract it. And it kind of seemed like it did for a second. And I'm like, you know what? This is the perfect time to get a photo. Which was a terrible idea, because I didn't realize that the game didn't pause when you went into photo mode. And I was trying to get out of it really quick, and I got murdered. So I just ran to the nearest building, like, oh crap, that didn't go as I wanted. I was going to cut that part out, but yep. And then it turns out it doesn't pause when you go into photo mode, so... and then at the same time, I am also terrible at throwing. So, yeah, I was just like, no, I felt safer in here. Felt safer in here by far. Because in here, it's a little bit more coverage than that small little building. Just bouncing back and forth is not the easiest, I would say. So then I remembered, oh yeah, I have a rocket launcher. I have a rocket launcher. I did put a point in down at the very bottom on the bottom left. Or no, on the stamina. I forgot about that entirely. That was actually just on the way here. But I had the rocket launcher, so it's like, you know, we might as well replace the one weapon I don't have any ammo with anyways. Use the rocket launcher, see how well I could do, you know, against him. I've never actually used the rocket launcher either, but definitely figured it should heal too, because that's kind of, you know, those important things of not dying after getting knocked down and everything. Yeah. Definitely made an angry sound after that. Was not happy about getting shot. I figured though, like, if it's gonna be facing that way, it doesn't necessarily know where I am, right? So get its face over there, shoot it again. I didn't actually hit the body though. Yeah, I'm glad I moved when I did. I didn't hit the body on that one, so I didn't get like the full damage. I don't know the weak points on these specific things, and now it's just right there outside the door. Which I thought maybe, but nah, it's just gonna blow myself up. Nope. It's just gonna blow myself up. Let's just kind of stick over here. And this little door part here, it's not like to let you through sometimes. I don't know why. But yeah, it's just I didn't know exactly what the best way to fight this thing was. So I'm like, I'm just gonna keep sitting here and shooting with rockets, which it apparently likes to shoot rockets back at me. And then I stepped on fire, and so of course that just hurt me more. It's like just the constant just beating the crap out of myself. Don't have a whole lot of hit points, or a whole lot of health packs, so, yeah. It's like fighting this thing with, what, I think 4, I used 2 in the beginning, now I have 2 more left, well, now 1 more left. It's, wasn't the most prepared for this. Just, like, literally, just like, that's the last one I have. So it's like, I hope. You know, we don't die here. You do get knocked down, you get 20 hit points up, but I honestly never pay any attention to how many of those self-revives I have. And it looks like each time pieces are flying off there. I don't know how much damage I'm actually doing. All I know is... How do you take down one of these things with just machine guns? That's what I kept thinking. Like, you can see it pointing its guns at me from inside, and it's just terrifying. And it apparently just wants to keep stomping the ground. I don't know why that was like the common attack. It was such an interesting fight. Like, out of ammo for that. All that's left is like, I think 12, no, 6 shots in here. I can't remember. I can't even see it. I don't know why. But yeah, it's didn't have a whole lot of ammo of any nature. So trying to like get in some good shots, I didn't know where to do it from. I mean, it kind of went out the window. I thought maybe that little red dot right there, but it seems like it likes to shoot freaking, oh god. Yep, it likes to shoot stuff or slam the ground, so the range on that is not the best. The little red thing there is what I figured is probably the aim point, right? Like, I have no idea still what the weak point is on these things. And it's like, I don't know how many different kinds of robots are in this game. I'd only ever seen the tick, the person-looking one, and the dog-looking one. So this one was new. It's quite the freaking insane battle. I'm just scared to look outside half the time. I had no more hit points, so it's like a matter of just trying to, like, trying to beat it just through that. And then, of course, I'm sitting here like, okay, so we're going to try to shoot different points. See what kind of reactions I get. And hope to God I don't get blown up. Through the window, I felt the safest. That was the only thing I was really worried about, was getting shot from the gun. That, I'm like, alright, well, you know, it's hitting the roof. We're perfectly safe. So I can just sit here and try to, like, focus on taking out whatever is there. I mean, it does look like it's lost a lot of its body armor. Oh, yeah, and this is the point I figured out that, oh, it still can actually hurt me inside, so. Yup. That's the thing that can happen very easily. So I got 1 hit point left. 1 hit point left. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Do I just run? Do I just try to make a run for it? I mean, is it even worth trying to fight this thing? I thought this was my goal, too, by the way. Like, it's telling you up in the top left, destroy robots to get the entry codes. So I'm like, well, maybe this is the robot I need to destroy? I have no idea. So I'm just doing everything in my power, and I'm just using a pistol to try to destroy it. I don't know where I don't know if it even does anything to it, honestly. I have no idea if the pistol even does anything. So it's like I knew my rocket launcher was out. I have my machine gun. I like this kind of machine gun. So I'm thinking maybe we'll do better. We have armor piercing. Try some of this stuff to take it out. Don't have any bonuses for it, unfortunately. So just overwrite the rocket launcher and pump action. Yeah, had a little bit of birdshot, but I don't know what birdshot's gonna do to a giant beast like that. I'm like, really? I mean, I think I said that at that exact moment. I don't know what birdshot is gonna do. Like, even the pistol, it's like a little tiny bullet. Like, what is that gonna do against a giant machine? I have to find the weak points in this thing, and I figure the weak points are probably in the back like everything else, but trying to get it to turn around, it didn't seem have any interest whatsoever in the actual flares. So it's like, I don't know. I don't know what the best way to try to get it turned around is really. Gotta flare it over there. Still hoping that it works. That somehow maybe a second flare will draw its attention. Like, look, there's 2 of them. It's not just 1 anymore. Go after it. You know you want to. And I guess it kind of did. It looked like it went out, but it didn't shot me. So it's still, even though it's looking a direction, could shoot fireballs another direction. But hey, the heads up, or the positive is I got 20 hit points instead of 1. So it's no longer just the 1 hit point anymore, which is amazing. And I'm like, oh yeah, can I shoot from up here? I haven't even tried coming out here to look, but you can't really get a sight on it. Thought maybe in here would be a better idea at this point. Because A, I hadn't checked for any sort of loot in here. And anything at this point, since I was out of so much ammo, would be, you know, positive. So, yeah. Just kinda hung out in here for a minute. Here constantly shooting them, hoping that everything would go well. Hoping that tractor next to me had already blown up, in fact, and not kind of ready to, like, explode again. Then I noticed the sparks up there. And that's where it all changed. That's where I started thinking, maybe I can do this. Like, I actually was getting very hopeless at this point. I'm like, I don't know what to do. But seeing the sparks, I'm like, you know, that's a good sign, right? Having the sparks show up means you're doing a good job. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I went on with this for a good minute. Yeah, and basically skipping ahead a minute. I think it was like 3 or 4 minutes. This I blew it up. I blew it up using the machine gun, sitting there constantly shooting it. The amount of stuff you get from it is pretty awesome. Like, it was a good amount of stuff. Was it worth it on the amount of stuff we got? I don't know. I was just very happy to just have destroyed such a gigantic thing. Like, it's so freaking huge. Like, that is... I don't know if that's even the biggest one. Like, there could be some freaking robot out here that's bigger. I don't know. That's one of the reasons this is so exciting to play. It's just because you never... I don't know what to expect next. Figured I'd come in here and check this out, and there's a safe, which I think... people were talking about the lockpicks. I can equip lockpicks and stuff. And so I'm like... I swear I tried in the past, and I just cut it out. And I had tried before. All it shows me is drop item. And, I mean... I couldn't figure out at first, like, why it would do that. But one of the kind of, like, there was other things I was thinking maybe it was just because of the place I'm trying to put it at. But no matter what, I can't equip a lockpick. And then it hit me, oh, wait. What if it's a skill? And so I looked at it in the skill log. I thought it was here. It wasn't. This is why it's so weird doing this, like, overlay voice thing. But looking in the skill log, it was here. Yeah, I thought so. There is an actual lockpick, but it's all the way down in the tech. I figured that's, if it's anywhere, it's going to be in the tech, and there it is. It's lockpicking. So I actually have to put 2 points into that in order to get down to lockpicking, so I have that ability. So I don't even have the ability to lockpick, so they don't do me any good. So everything that's been locked, I couldn't have done anything for anyway, so meh. But yeah, then I walk through fire, of course, when I'm leaving, because, you know, I already have no hit points. Let's just make it worse. Yeah. I had to, of course, you know, we had to go around and check everything, grab all the goodies, especially after using the amount of ammo that I used. It was so much ammo. And I got one health pack. One health pack, which is better than none, right? I mean, at least one you can not be at 7 hit points. And it was a good one, too. I thought so. It was like a 50 freaking health one. And, yeah, so I kind of just started heading back out. And was like, I'll just kind of... I didn't know where to head to. I didn't know where the missions were. Like, where there's a mission up at the top, and so I figured I would go up there. That'd be the easiest way. And so, yeah, it's the direction I headed in. Getting up here, we're greeted with a whole bunch of dogs that it tells me I'm supposed to kill, and I'm like, okay, sweet. These got to be, you know, the parts we need for getting this code or whatever. And bob and weave. That's my plan. I was like, I'm just like straight out in the open. This is a terrible idea. Terrible idea. You don't want to be out in the open when fighting anything. There's nowhere for you to hide for cover or anything. It's not gonna help you. You're just gonna get murdered. So I'm like, I'm gonna go in the house and I'm just gonna find a good little hidey hole. Let's go upstairs and I just shoot them from up above. I feel like this is the best way. Maybe they won't hit me as well. Maybe I can hop up here. And you can't. You just hop right up, which is awesome. Just sit there and shoot them from above. I don't know why I never really tried this before or thought about this before. I guess most of the time because when I'm fighting things, it's in like the church or something huge. Or something small, actually. Like, it's been a couple times. I'm hiding in that shed in the very beginning. I fought off a whole massive wave of freaking robots. But it looks like yeah, I like to get blown up by cars, by the way. I don't know how that happens so much, but I like to get blown up by cars. Like, it's ridiculous on how often the car explosions get me. Like, I'm up here in this house and they're getting me in here. I have 4 hit points. Like, I was so happy to find one med pack. Like, oh my god, there's a med pack. This is so needed. And there's a flashlight, which I took. I realized I don't know why I took this. I have a flashlight. But yeah, it's just a matter of, like, scrambling around, trying to find any sort of, like, healing pads, you know, anything to, like, make it so I don't die. Because, yeah, 4 hit points. Not where I want to sit at. I don't want to use my adrenaline shots. Looks like I only had 3 more at this point. I just realized, it's like when I'm playing, I don't notice. Now that I'm looking at it, I did totally notice that I have 3 more. There's only 3 more self-revives. Probably would have freaked me out a whole lot more even. Had I known that, I thought I was sitting at like 8 or 9. I didn't think it was that low. But yeah, I'm like figuring up here, the dogs are less likely to try to murder me. Except for when, of course, they like hide around the house so you can't actually get them. It's like perfectly hidden back there. Hippity hop, hippity hop. This worked well the first time, so I'm figuring, you know, we'll just get back up here. But then the game didn't want to let me back up. Like every time I tried to get up, it just knocked me back down again. And it's like I'm pretty sure it shows a lot of them on the map, but I think most of them are down. I think it's only like 2 of them that are left standing. The rest of them are just there. I need to like, it still signals the things I need to take out. I thought, oh, let's use the sniper rifle because this is a great idea. Without a scope, I cannot use the sniper rifle at all. It does not work at all. It's just constant missing. So it's like, yeah, going back to a different gun. My machine gun again, it worked really well. Just took him out like, no problem. No problem. The machine gun is, I like this machine gun. The other machine gun, didn't care for it too much. There was so much recoil. This doesn't have nearly as much recoil. And it seems a lot more accurate as well. But, looting them all, I'm like, okay, give me my codes I need. Give me the codes I need, please. Because I don't know where I'm supposed to find them. Because I have a feeling it's the farmland I'm supposed to clear is a place I've already visited, and I already cleared it. But because I did it before the mission, it's not actually showing up. Because none of these things end up giving me any of the code I need. But yeah, we did unlock a safe house. That was actually the whole point of this. It's to clear them out so we can unlock a safe house. Which is cool because safe houses allow you to fast travel, which is what we're going to do now. Basically heading over to the church that we were at before, because it seemed like the best place to go. Go to the church, and since there's nothing up north at all, I figured the best way to go would be, you know, head the other direction. Maybe there's something further in the woods past the bunker. Maybe that would be what we needed. There is that weird symbol on the map too. I don't know exactly what it is. I kind of felt like maybe, but down there is the bunker. Down there is the farmland, so maybe we need to go over in that area. It's the only thing I could think of. Like, I'm not sure where we're supposed to go to find all that stuff, but I was feeling pretty confident after taking down the giant robot. Not gonna lie, felt like really good. I kind of didn't expect to do it. After like the 4th rocket hit it and it didn't do anything, I'm like, man, I don't think I'm doing this. I really didn't think I was gonna defeat it, and I beat it, and it was awesome. And I was hoping that there was a place that I could make more like med kits or something. Because you'd think with all the stuff that we're picking up, there would be like a crafting station. But the only crafting station is this crafting station. Which I don't see the point of, I guess, is the best way to put it. Like, it's not what I would like, ideally, to have. So yeah, we set out to go do that. After hearing a whole bunch of footsteps in the house I cleared out, which had a whole lot of health packs and everything in it, so that was really nice. Kind of noticed that there was another giant robot just hanging out in the woods back there, and it hit me. Oh wait, this is the whole thing, like the thing that's on the map. Like I guess this, the whole goal is to kill this thing, and you know I'm feeling pretty confident based on what went down with the other one. So I'm like, you know what, let's run away. Should we? No, let's fight. We're gonna fight it. We're gonna fight it, because why not? I mean, I beat the big thing, right? It shouldn't be a problem to fight this thing. I'm like, yeah, no. See, I really was debating on it. Like, it was a super debate in my own head. Should I fight it? Should I not? Yeah, we're gonna fight it. We're gonna fight it. How could I not go and fight this thing? It's just another robot. That's all. I don't think I've seen this robot either. I may have, but I don't think so. And then, of course, I entered combat because it's going to throw it right in front of me. So, of course, where's it going to go? I'm like, oh, I'm going to lure it over here and just blow it up with this explosive. Shoot it from a distance and get it to come over to me. Little did I know that this trick was not going to work, and this was going to be a battle that played out for over a half an hour of just constantly shooting it. It was stuck in the trees back there and could not move. So I thought I was alone in this too, by the way. I was just like, oh, I'm gonna come over to this barn over here. I feel like it's much closer. We'll just go fight it over in the barn. I mean, it's just one robot. I'll just sit there and focus on the one robot. Everything will be good. Of course, we gotta check, you know, for any sort of good loot. But then I started hearing something else running around. I'm like, wait a second. There's other things out here with me. So it must have. I don't know if it called in backup or what exactly, but it did call, like, there were some other robots that it decided they wanted to show themselves while I'm trying to already fight the giant one. And I'm like, you know, I guess that first robot could have been a whole lot worse had there been a bunch of other robots trying to get me at the same time. Like here, this one looks like a crazy, like, it either looks like a spider or a hand crawling on the ground. Like, that's basically what it made me think of every time I saw it. It just looked like a spider or a hand, with the fingers being the fingers. Like, it's such a weird thing. And then, of course, you know, now I'm having to worry about these out here. And then, at the same time, not get blown up like that by cars, because apparently the game really likes to blow me up with cars. Like, again, another time. I think that's what I'm saying at the time, too. Like, I have been blown up by cars like 3 times, or 4 times, while recording this. Even though some of the, like, the first 2 times I don't think were actually recorded, because it was in the part before I started recording, but it was just me searching houses and running to that giant thing. But I knew there was dogs out there. I had not realized that there was also a oh-so-wonderful humanoid robot out there, which just makes things all the more terrifying. It's one thing to fight, you know, the dogs. They're crazy easy to defeat, but it's another thing to fight that guy, especially when he's almost running in the door like that. Took him out, took out the... I think I pretty much taken out most of the dogs pretty quickly. That was the one thing that right there that was like, this is gonna take a minute. This is gonna take a minute for him. But the flare tactic has been working for me. That way I can get the back shots on them, which makes it so they go down quite a lot faster. Doesn't mean that they go down super fast, but they definitely go down faster using that back tactic. Just constantly shooting them in the back. And it helps when they like decide they want to turn their backs to me automatically anyways. So yeah, I basically took that down and then just focus fired on the other robot, which again, no joke, it looks like it took about 20 minutes. 20 minutes of just constantly unloading every kind of shot in there, sitting in this barn and trying not to get shot, basically. I did realize, though, that I had some grenades, so we at least got this. I'm thinking this is going to help out. 4 didn't take down the giant one that we fought before, but I mean, here I'm expecting a whole lot more. You know, it's much smaller. It's not going to take as much to bring down. Like, one shot straight to the side, and got really cocky, like, I'm just going to stare straight at you. Shoot it twice. Not a problem. I'm like, alright. Definitely still more than 2. Shot it a 3rd time. I'm like, okay, this is a little bit more stressful. I didn't know it was going to quite take that much. Shot it a 4th time, and I missed. Like, it just completely passed it. So, yeah. And thus began me shooting it for 20, 30 minutes. An insanely long time. Let's jump ahead to where I fucking killed it. Because there's nothing... It's literally just repetitive of this. Like, if my voice was in there, I would keep more in. This is just going to be a shorter video, unfortunately, because I don't have my actual reaction in there, and it bothers me. So, yeah, I'm going to jump ahead. I found out right there. I don't know what the heck happened there. But I found out there that it could still shoot inside the door. So I had to definitely be on my toes and be careful. I did jump over to the house when I finally hit 1 hit point. I was like, I gotta get out of here. And I was so happy. I just jumped off the roof and died. Like, right away. I'm like, yeah, I finally beat it. So many bullets. Such an insane amount of bullets. Was it worth it? Let's check its inventory. I bet it wasn't. And it really was not worth it. Like, the amount of bullets I used and compared to the amount of bullets that I got is horrible. Like, absolutely horrible. I used so much ammo on this fight that I think I started with like 700 bullets or something like that. You can see how little I have now. Like, I went through so much ammo trying to fight this thing Because again, I didn't know exactly where to hit it. There was a point where I was trying flares, and I was trying to shoot it in the back of it, and there was sparks flying, but I could get sparks flying not shooting it in the back, so I couldn't figure out the best place to hit it. But I never really got too good of a good line of sight of it because of how, like, where it was, and the fact that it wasn't moving out in there. I think it was actually stuck in the trees, so it couldn't really do anything. And yeah, it was just like a really long, long fight of me bobbing in and out of the doors and trying not to die and trying to, you know, I hadn't looted any of this stuff either because I'd basically been trying to survive in here the whole time, not get blown up. Which I closed all the doors except for the one I was shooting out of because I realized that even the explosion over there, when I was standing over there, the explosion outside could occasionally hit me. And it was like, what? This makes no sense. This makes no sense. And so basically my journey continued from here. I figured, all right, I took down the giant robot. I took down another big robot. It wasn't the giant robot like the first one, but it was still a freaking insanely impressively long fight. I actually almost feel like that fight was longer than the giant robot was. I'm not sure. I can't remember. I'm even editing this right now and doing the voiceover thing of it right now, but I still am not exactly sure because I've just cut so much out of here. And so I grabbed a bike and I went riding. Basically, as far as I could find, I kept trying to find, like, stop at all these different places. I fought a bunch of little robots, but it wasn't anything in particular. And because I don't have the voice, I am just gonna cut it out. But yeah, I grabbed a bike and I just took it for a ride. I figured, you know, we'll just keep going. I'm gonna try to find this farmland that I need to find. I'm assuming it's gonna be further down the map, but honestly, like, we didn't really run into anything, so I think I'm gonna end it here. We'll pick up next time. I'm gonna make sure my freaking microphone's working. Yeah, the bunker's right here. But I'm gonna make sure that my microphone's working so I don't have this happen again because it really did suck. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope this wasn't terrible. I'm sorry it wasn't the best. I found out right there I was looking back at my kids, because if I am sidetracked in games a lot, you may notice, it's because of stuff like that. It's because I have my kids going on in the background all the time. I pause it like this generally, and I try to cut all this stuff out. I'm leaving it in because this is already a almost behind the scenes type of thing anyways. But, like, anytime I have, like, something to go on in the background, I just pause it. I go help out my kid, do whatever that, you know, they need my help with. Help them with their homework, but generally that's not while I'm recording. And it's just, I'm very sidetracked because I have lots and lots of things on my brain, especially right now with my wife being gone. So, yeah, it's, just thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave it here, and we'll pick it up next time, a little bit further on down the road, and hopefully find whatever the things are we need to get. Fight more giant robots like that. But yep, bye-bye for now.